Hello, my dear friends. Good morning. Today is Ash Wednesday, and we begin the most important season, liturgical season in the Catholic Church, which is the celebration of Lent, leading us towards Easter. So for the next 40 days, we will be celebrating this Lenten season until Good Friday and with the onset of the Easter Sunday. Now, there are two important things we need to remember during Ash Wednesday, because there are two things. We have fasting and abstinence. So, fasting and abstinence are obligatory and disciplinary practices in the Catholic Church. This is embedded in the tradition of the Church, not only in the tradition of the Church but also in canon law, which means that it is a mandate and it has the force of a law. So therefore, all Catholics from the age 18 up to 60, with the exemption of people in the senior level and with people who are sick, they are exempted from fasting. You know, the purpose of fasting is to help us mortify the flesh so that we will be ready to obey the will of God. And you know, there's a long theological explanation to this, and maybe I have no time to discuss this with you, but suffice it to that we remember this as a day of fasting and abstinence. You know, in the Catholic Church, there are only 2 days wherein we are mandated to fast. That is Ash Wednesday and Good Friday. Fasting in the Catholic Church means that for the whole day, you're only allowed one full meal. The rest, you have to sacrifice it. Then abstinence is also different from fasting, because abstinence means that we avoid eating meat. So it doesn't mean that the meat is bad, but rather we are being taught to forgo the pleasures of the world or things that pleases us, and learn to sacrifice so that we will be ready to obey the will of God. You know, my friends, these are practices in the church, and many people question these practices, but you know, there is only one important purpose for our fasting and abstinence, and that is to lead us into the full realization of our communion with God, because eventually this will lead us to happiness. But real fasting is not totally about food or about abstaining from certain kinds of food, but rather fasting means that by our own will, by the exercise of our own free will, we disassociate ourselves from the evil pleasures of this world, the evil pleasures of our flesh, and we deny the temptations of the evil one, and to make us stronger in our walk with God. I think what we need to avoid is we need to fast from our bad habits, from our bad attitudes. We need to fast from our sinfulness. I think that is the real meaning of fasting, because we have to defeat our enemy, and one of our greatest enemy is ourselves. So my dear friends, may God bless us all in this celebration of the Lenten season, and especially of the Ash Wednesday. So let us not forget to go to church and join in the liturgical celebration of the church as we prepare ourselves for Easter season. So thank you very much. God bless us.